Okay, welcome back. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I want to welcome you to my channel, all my subscribers, my future subscribers, all my, hey, check this dude out, all my scallywags, all my peaches, triggers, lovers, haters, commenters, each and every one of you. I appreciate you taking the time to stop by my channel. Well, I want to finish the story of where I started a couple of days ago called, I guess, what was it called? It was, oh, come on. It was called A Love Story You Want to Hear. Let me see. A Love Story You Want to Hear the End of. Two Ladies. Uh, so I want to finish that story off. I just listened to the video to kind of get an idea where I was. And I was talking about my best man, who I became friends with their family. And talking with him was always fascinating to me because he would tell me some of the um, some of the uh, um, I don't want to say ventures, but some of the investments, some of the make money type of schemes or investments that he's made that yield him very high returns. He's very good on a computer. He's German uh, and collecting everything from Pokemon cards to making a fortune on those to phone cards, being able to capitalize on discarded phone cards. This guy had a way all of making money. So anytime someone who makes money and making money and has the ability to foresee on how to make money, you want to listen to him because now it, if not if not to duplicate the success that he's made, but just to make you aware of how many different ways you can coins, selling money, all that stuff online, collecting, a coin collector, whatever, any way, any shape, form, or fashion he can make money at, he's able to. And he has his daughters, working on a website, and they have become, part of his entrepreneurship and making money. And now he's breeding German shepherds, or my idea of breeding dogs. So I guess I added some contribution into his ventures, I guess you should say. So anyway, so when Tata would get off work, I would pick her up and I would take her to her scooter where she would, get on her scooter and she would drive home. Occasionally, sometimes I would take her to my house and probably eat or something like that. She had two kids that she had to get back to. So a relationship was developing. Uh, uh, you know, but like I said before, it was limited. It was limited because she was married. And and my getting involved with a married woman, like I said, she never stayed over at my house. She always went home, so this way she could never be accused of staying with me, living with me, because you can't live with a married Filipino woman here in the Philippines. So anyway, at this time, uh, you know, I was I had clicked into my mind that all I wanted was one woman. I wanted someone to be mine. I wanted someone who, you know, who who would be there for me. Someone that I could start cultivating into a family. And although we knew that our time was limited, you know, um, but we enjoyed the time we had together. And but during this time, around that time, I had met Mia. I had met Mia at a restaurant in Valencia called Red Table, where she worked at. And I sat there, and I go through my regular spiel when I meet a girl. Are you married? No. You have a boyfriend? No. You have kids? Yes. what age, and they were both, 10 and 7 to 8, under the age of 10, which was one of my criteria if I was going to get involved with a Filipino woman. I wanted her to have kids. I wanted any woman that I got involved with in the Philippines. I wanted her to have kids. Because kids were the anchor, for her coming home, the anchor of something for her to do, an anchor, for her to, you know, uh, not all the time having me be the ringmaster of what she did from day to day. She had responsibilities she had to take care of, and that was her kids. So anyway, so so I went there another time and I asked her out, and she said yes. Now, uh, when I went to her house, now I have a thing that if there's someone who I'm interested in, or someone who I want to see, or someone who I want to get involved with, I don't want to meet their kids off the top. I want to wait to make sure that the relationship was going in the direction that that would warrant my really meeting her kids or getting to know her kids, because I know how I am. I know how I am when I get involved with a child's life. That I become a part of their lives, and I'm never one to want to disappoint children. That's one thing I don't do. If I make a commitment to a child, I keep it. There's one in you met her. Um, uh, I'll see if I find a picture of her. Her name is Ashley. Ashley is the girl in San Jose who I'm teaching the countries. She knows about 11 countries now. She's only about 7 or 8 years old, and she knows, like I said, about 11 different countries, because I used to go by and teach her. She knows the president, the vice president, and all that stuff. So in my mind, I'm thinking she's looking forward for me to come by and stop by. So although I moved from Avalon, and my being as far as away as I am, you know, I I have this weight that comes over me, knowing that I have to go see her. I have to go let this little girl know that although I am away, she is not forgotten. Children get enough of having people coming in and out of their lives, and it's not a good thing, especially when they grow attached or they look forward to it or they love you, because that's what I think was happening, is that she's looking forward to me to come by sometime. I might get in my way and go out there just to see her. I pay 100 pesos, but just to see her, let her know I'm still here, little girl. I'm still here. So anyway, so when me and I started dating, I would take her, close to our house, and then she would walk the rest of the way. This is the time when I told you I was getting directions and say which way did I turn, and she said follow the dog. And most funniest thing, and I followed the dog. So I took her once to Higher one of these restaurants, and we sat in this beautiful atmosphere. Hey, we talked and we chatted, and I told her what I was looking for. I'm looking for a wife. Hey, things of this nature. So anyway, I had set up like a criteria for Mia. That okay, if we're still dating at this point, then you can come over my house. By this time I moved to Avalon or whatever, and then if we are studying at this point, you can move in. I'm saying, like this, because at that time I decided if I made her the choice to be, then that was fine. But in the meantime, with Tata, I was still seeing her. You know, uh, no, not to the point where I was being unfaithful to anyone. In fact, I think I may have seen a couple other girls during that time too. But they had gotten to know each other. They had gotten to know each other to the point that they would text message one another and things like that or whatever. And so I'm thinking, oh, okay, you guys are friends. Okay, you guys know each other. So of course, what comes into my bright idea? Oh wow. Mia was staying over my house this time. She was over this time, and Tata was going to come to my house at this time. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh, menage a trois. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. You know, not that it happened before with two Filipino girls, but these two, you know. So anyway, I didn't tell either one of them that the other one was at the house. And so when I had CCTV cameras in the house, everything. So someone came at the gate and I opened the gate and it was Tata. Tata pulled in. And Mia went crazy. I was like, wow. So it was just one of those scenes. You ever watch those shows that where is that someone has one of these jungle cats in a cage. Like that. And I'm telling Tata, Tata, you have to go. You have to go. You know what I'm saying? She said, what? I said, just go. So she left. And then it took me a while to calm her down, but I got her calmed down and said, "Look, okay, this is the way it is." And so I made a decision that, okay, you know, that I was going to make Mia mine. I was going to choose Mia because I couldn't choose Tata because she was married. So she was already eliminated from the equation of making her my partner because she was a married woman. But Mia fit the bill because she was someone who was single. Now she had gone through some I think two other foreigners and what have you. And in fact, I was at Red Table one time, and this guy steps to me and says, "A big tall dude." He says, "Hi, I used to be Mia's boyfriend." I said, "Oh, okay. What you want, a cookie?" It's- why you need to step to me like that, Paul? I don't care. I don't care whatsoever. I think the key question, the key words in that you was, like this, and from my understanding, he was really not a good, you know, um, a partner in extent of the way he treated her kids and he was still on the dating apps like this and like this and there were times that she couldn't bring the kids to the house because he didn't want them there, hey, like this and I think the same thing happened to a foreigner before then. That they didn't want one of them. I don't know which one it was, but he wouldn't let the kids stay in the house, had them sleep outside in the front door, which was really it was sad. It's sad to think that you have guys that that would do that to Filipino girls, and their children to just have them, you don't want them in the house, but would rather have them sleep outside, on the ground, and it became a very ugly relationship for her and her coming home and whatever and he met her, she was I don't know, she was selling flowers or something like that and what have you and you know one thing that happens a lot here in the Philippines is that if a girl may step to you and she says I'm looking for work. So your natural response would be, well, okay, what can you do? You know, and then of course, her answer would be, I can clean your house. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying, oh, really? Is that the qualifications you have? You can clean a house. Hey, I can wash your clothes or whatever. So I think that's how we got into there with Mia, was that he hired her to clean her house and then push came to shove. But anyway, I digress. He's since passed away.